Okay, it's beer o'clock again on the Real Ale Guide. It's my first ever Harviestoun beer from good old Scotland, Bonnie, Scotland. It's their Wild Hop Gold, Golden Pale Ale, coming at 4.4% ABV. Now this was I was contacted by a PR company, asked me if I wanted to get involved in the Sainsbury's Great British Beer Hunt 2012. Some of you might remember I took part in the 2011 Great British Beer Challenge, where they sent me some beer. I rate it, see what I think, and I email back the PR company with my thoughts on the beer. So this is the first beer which has been sent to me. I've seen a few of the Harviestoun beers around, not picked one up yet. If I'm honest, if it's a new brewery, I won't pick the beer up and try it. I'd rather kind of wait until I got to review it. I like to share everything on video, share my experiences of a brewery with you good folk out there watching. So, as I said, this is my first Harviestoun beer. I like that I just picked that up there. See the hops on the top? They got quite a cheeky faces going on. This could very well be a nice hoppy beer. I'm seeing if it's bottle conditioned. I don't think it is, so we're going to get the rest in there. Had some fabulous beers last year from the Sainsbury's Beer Hunt. Hoping the same. We got about 5 or 6 beers to get through shortly. Hoping the same. This is, well, what a good start. What a good start. If that was poured to you in a pint in a pub, you'd be happy with that. Nice and golden, one finger head, nice levels of carbonation, white fluffy head. Let's get a nose. I thought I'd pick up a little bit more of a hop character in the beer. Picking up a little bit of the malt, not too much of the hop. Let's just dive in and give it a go then. This is more of a traditional British kind of bittersweet ale. It's nice and malty. There's a kind of enough hops there to balance with the malt. That's what they're looking to do, I believe. I've not looked at the hops. As I said, the best thing to do for me when reviewing a beer, I don't look at the bottle, I don't look at the brewery's website. I've seen others review Harviestoun beers. I like to share everything, even down to the last kind of, let's guess the hops together. So, I'm going to say British hops. Fuggles, or maybe in a bit of Styrian Goldings. But it's balanced nicely with the malt in the beer. So let's have a look. Let's see if we can get... Wow, okay. Harviestoun is a multi-award-winning craft brewery founded on a simple philosophy. Handmade in small batches using local water, our brewing team combined the finest Scottish malt, our own yeast and carefully selected hop flowers to create delicious and life-affirming beers. Wild Hop Gold. You'd be surprised with the hops in this one. An underlying background of earthy English hops. Got the English hops fairly kind of quickly, use that earthiness. Overlaid by the citrus and spicy aromas produced from the Citra and Simcoe hops that combine to produce a wildly aromatic, refreshing golden ale. Now, I'm going to be honest, I will be honest, I review beer. It is nowhere near for me. Nowhere near. If you're going to use something like Citra or Simcoe in a beer, you've got to really, you're either going to use, not bother using it at all, or chuck loads of it in. I am hard pressed to find any of this citrus, any of the real vitamin C in the beer. I'm not sure if there's been a mistake in this brew and they've just added the English hops. But there is nowhere, for me, nowhere near, anywhere that there's Citra or Simcoe. Citra, you're picking up kind of a peachy, tropical fruit, kind of punchy, fruity hop. It's not in this beer. Let me check. No. It's just English earthy. Simcoe, again, it's grapefruity, it's citrusy, it's nice and juicy. If they're there, I think they've just gone like that, you know. Right, there's a bit of Citra. There's a bit of Simcoe. It's a bit disappointing. Only. I mean, if you are a beer connoisseur, if you know your hops, you know your malts. If you were to pick that up on the supermarket shelf, you see, wow. Look at them cheeky hops there with the smiley faces. You're gonna, you know, it's cheeky. It's gonna be new and fresh and vibrant. So there we go. The marketing has got me glued on the hops. I'm thinking I'm gonna buy it. Then I turn over on the back and I go, okay, Citra, Simcoe, yeah, this is a real winner. I'm going to buy this. So the marketing people have done their job. They got me to buy the beer. Then I bring it home, I crack it and I do this with it. And I go, traditional English, British, best bitter, bittersweet. Unfortunately, you're thinking, what on earth is this? Why have they said all these different things? So me, it's a bit of a, I know I'm being harsh, but it's the consumer who is spending their hard-earned cash on beers like this, and they're expecting a really nice hoppy beer. For me, unfortunately, it's not quite there. But nonetheless, I've been quite harsh up to now. I'm not saying it's a bad beer. 1 minute. For 1 minute. It's a lovely beer. I'm going to go and enjoy this in a moment. Sit in the chair, enjoy the rest of it. It's just not what it's saying on the bottle to me. It's just not. It's like boom. Smiley hops. Again, Simcoe. Citra. Not really apparent. So I've got to put that into my rating scale. So for a final thought and a rating, just give the website, which is www.harviestoun.com. For me, this gets, for the explanation on the bottle, if you're watching Harviestoun, I sincerely apologise if, well no, I shouldn't say no, I'm not going to apologise. If you guys have forgotten to put these American hops in this particular brew, then it was a mistake, and yes, I apologise for my harshness, but nonetheless, if you have put the Citra and Simcoe in there, it's really not apparent enough. So it gets, for me, I'm going to give this a 5, just for the marketing. I think it's been marketed wrong. If you were to ask me, blindfold me and give me this beer with a blindfold on, I'd say yes, it's perfectly acceptable. It's a nice traditional British kind of nice hoppy, well yeah, British kind of fuggles and earthy hoppy balance with the malt. It's quite a nice beer. Other than that, if I took the blindfold off and read the label, I'd be quite upset. But for that reason, if I was to do it blindfolded, I'd give it a 7. It's not a bad beer. But it gets a 5 because of the marketing. Thanks for watching me, The Real Ale Guide. I won't bang on anymore. Put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe if you like, and cheers.